Welcome, dear friends. Thank you for this great opportunity of having courage to discuss on Bhagavad Gita in front of you. And I'm delighted that few of you are really regular and making use of it. And I hope you are doing some seva of doing prachar of this program for the known youngsters so that maximum can get benefit of Gita's knowledge for their own lives, progress and success. Other than that, we have no other intention or the purpose. And I really appreciate, congratulate you for your attempt to study Gita and understand even in this mad days and world of so much of westernization and extrovertedness. But then, to any of your sincere seekers of you, you have known by now that whether the timings are of now or then, whatever the world outside, in whatever the fashion it is any time, the success depends on our performance and the performance depends on our beauty of knowledge and personality. This must be very clear to you by now after listening 130 talks on Gita. I think today is 131. So let us continue. Today also, like every day, we'll have three topics. First one is chanting. Today I will teach you Gayatri Mantra. Today is Ratha Saptami. Day before yesterday was Vasanta Panchami. After Vasanta Panchami, Shashti, today is the Ratha Saptami. So Gayatri Mantra, the Veda Mata, most powerful it is. In fact, this one Gayatri Mantra daily 108 times if chanted, all the required knowledge, wisdom is given to us by Bhagavan Surya because he's also the presiding deity for the Buddhi to give Jnanam to us. Now you have to take the Upadesha of this from the Guru and all that system traditions are there. So respecting all of them at the same time, feeling that Bhagavan Surya himself is our Guru or the entire Guru Parampara is our Guru, we just learn today and chant it. And we beg for forgiveness in this process if you have done any of the mistakes of not following the rules. Our job is what? To invoke Bhagavan Surya's Krupa for our Buddhist Prakasha so that we have good knowledge of the world and spirituality and we live a noble life of goals and successes. So because our intention is pure, not negative, we are sure Bhagavan or the sages will not curse us, punish us. So if at all it is there, I am asking on behalf of all of us, Dikshama, because Gayatri Mantra should be taught traditionally by the father to the son and all that is there. So you imagine your father or a guru only teaching and wholeheartedly for a good knowledge, for the sake of serving the world, only we are learning it, we are chanting it. Therefore, the God and Rishi may not feel so angry with that. Okay. टुडे तो नॉट 11 टाइम्स हम तो मिलकर 108 बार करेंगे. अभी तक कोई मंत्र का हमने 108 नहीं करा. तो टुडे बीइंग रथ सप्तमी, गायत्री मंत्र वेरी पावरफुल. I will also chant along with you for 108 times. Let it take 7-8 minutes. Then we'll have one common sense thought as every day. Then Gita today in that fifth chapter, 15th verse. Uh, Earlier two shlokas continuation में. As it was said, Bhagavan is not responsible for kartrutva, karma and karma phala, papa and punya. Then we only do it out of our own ignorance. That's what Lord told. Then in this shloka today, he simply says one thing: don't suffer ignorance, then gain the knowledge. Especially for the spiritual people, the meaning of that is what? Go for the adhyatmika jnanam about Paramatma who is all pervading. When you have that knowledge, from that knowledge standpoint, there is nothing other than it for pursuing, for running behind, for working for it. All your perception of the multiplicity of the world ends. There is nothing to be desired. Therefore, kartrutva, karma, karma phala, papa, punya, naraka, swarga, all these put together is called as samsara, transmigration. You will not have that. That is what is the message for the spiritual seekers from this shloka in short. Again, we will see it. And for you and I, the message is so simple. Let us not suffer ignorance of what to seek, what to do. Let us enjoy the wisdom, have the knowledge of what to be sought and how to go about it. In that way, use your intellect to become a knowledgeable, wise person. And luckily, Today also Ratha Saptami, we are praying to Bhagwan Surya for the ज्ञानम of the buddhi only. तो सारे चीज अच्छी तरह से यहाँ मैच हो रहे हैं. So that's so for us also shloka. Let us destroy the ignorance by gaining of knowledge and enjoy the wisdom related activities in the world. So for spiritual seeker, through the Atma Jnanam, discover there is nothing other than Atma. Therefore, there is nothing to be desired or worked for. Therefore, kartrutva, karma phala, all these delusion, confusion, you will not have. If you can understand that, you do it. If not, you and the youngsters, for us the thing is what? Never encourage or continue being in ignorance, stupidity of anything. Wherever you are suffering, understand it's because of ignorance. Not to suffer that again, gain that knowledge there and then. And many other knowledges, if you gain in advance, they become preventive for the ignorance and ignorance consequent miseries. That's our today's discussion of 15th shloka of the 5th chapter. Let's see. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gururdevo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. These are our everyday chantings of the shlokas. Okay. Today, as I told you, Ratha Saptami, Bhagwan Surya arrived today onto the horizon. That is why today is said as Ratha Saptami. Some others say that today is the day where our Manvantara, Vaivasvata Manvantara started. And today Bhagwan Surya on this Ratha with the 7 horses moves to bless the entire world, 3 worlds, that is how. All those philosophical, mystical knowledges, how much ever we gain, it is always good. But then this much we can see Bhagwan Surya humko dikh rahe hain. He is giving us light and heat and all, with which only we are alive. So that should be enough for our gratitude towards him. And we belong to Sanatana Vaidika Samskriti. So that is enough for us to follow the way of worship given to us by our Rishimuni Parampara. When these two are done, all blessings and benefits are ours. Okay? Now Gayatri Mantra is what? Om is the name of the Lord. Bhur Bhuva Swaha is the 3 words in which Bhagwan Surya's Krupa is there. They are called Vyahrutis. Now the main mantra is having 24 aksharas, 3 padas. That is Tat Saviturvare Enyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. That's all. So Tat Savituhu Arenyam Bhargaha Devasya Dhimahi. Tat, that Savituhu, Lord Surya's name is Savita. Savita is a masculine name, it's not feminine. Like Pitruhu Pita, Savituhu Savita, Savitru Savita. Anyway, so Tat Savituhu of that Surya, Varenyam, Varaniyam, Sreshtam, the best, Bhargaha, the brightness, the knowledge, wisdom, Dhimahi, we contemplate upon. So we contemplate upon Lord Surya, who is bright, brilliant by his wisdom, or we contemplate on the Bharga, the Kanti, the Tejas, the brightness of Lord Surya. And what do we ask from him after we do the dhyanam of him? Dhiyo yo naha prachodayat. Yaha, that Surya having heard our prayers, naha dhiyaha. All our buddhis prachodayat. May he instigate our buddhis. May he activate our buddhis. May he initiate our buddhis. May he enlighten our buddhis. May he make us use our buddhis in a proper manner to gain positive knowledge to live a good, grand, glorious life. May also he empower us with the buddhi to understand the scriptural knowledge also, which finally indicates what should be the goal of a human being ultimate, and also means thereof. So in this way, naha dhiyaha prachodayat, हमारे बुद्धियों का प्रचोदन करे. Who? That Lord Surya, whose Bhargaha, the brightness and brilliance, which is Varenyam, what they are worshipping, Dhimahi, we are meditating upon. So we are meditating upon the resplendent, great, grand, glorious Bhargaha, Kanti, Tejasa, Jnana and presence of Surya. And Bhagavan Suryaka, what we are asking him is, Nahadiya Prachodayat, may he do the prachodanam of our intellects. May our intellects be not dull-witted, nor lost in the senses and mind or the projections or the objects outside. That intellect be always in a wisdom to know and prompt to do exactly that in which our prosperity is there, our evolution is there. Let the intellect neither be misguided by senses mind, nor have wrong understandings, nor go away from the true wisdom of Shastras. In that way, this mantra has lot of explanations. हमारे लिए इतना काफी है. Okay. Now words are Om Bhur Bhuvassuvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. We do it with the Vedic Swara, not the Sangita Swara. Veda mantra hai Vishwamitra Rishi, to him it is revealed. Great saint. We should salute at his feet for giving us this Gayatri mantra, chanting 108 times every day and keeping a good quantity as a target. When we do, while remembering Lord Surya with his brightness, and pray to him to give us the buddhi. My Bhagavan Surya's kripa, your buddhi always will be active, dynamic throughout the life with the wisdom, the knowledge, wisdom to take right decisions and do right actions and get great results for yourself and the world at large. In this way, if the entire youngsters of you all chant Gayatri Mantra every day and through that become bright, brilliant, you can, in fact, the entire globe can be, entire world can be managed for its higher successes and prosperities by you. You can do that. And as I told you, imagine that our gurus, rishis are giving us this mantra. Feel that one and chant without any hesitation. If at all any shortcomings are there, we pray to Bhagavan Guru to forgive us. The shortcomings would be that we have not given Diksha, so we should chant it or not. ये सब है. तो ये भगवान का नाम है, उनके कृपा के लिए कर रहे हैं. कोई गलती आए थे, भगवान माफ करो. कर लिया? Now let us start. 108 times. I am starting. Om Sri Suryanarayana Parabrahmana Kripaya उपनिषदादियुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त शास्त्रोक्त ज्ञान प्राप्त्यर्थम बुद्धि प्रचोदन द्वारा सन्निर्णय सत्कर्म द्वारा सत्फल प्राप्त्यर्थम समस्त विश्व शांति कल्याण एकदा प्राप्त्यर्थम समस्त मानवाळि जीवानां बुद्धि प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृते विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थम च श्री विश्वामित्र ऋषि दत्त ऋषिकृतं प्रकट श्री गायत्री मंत्रस्य उच्चारणं जपं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. सर्वे ऋषयः माम् अस्मान् रक्षन्तु, क्षमायाचनां कुर्महे वयं सर्वे. ओम स्टार्ट. ओम भूर्भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. This is how with the Veda mantric swara, mantra swara. So don't do that in a musical way as it is done. Somewhere you may do it, I don't know. I don't say anything about it. But in this way we have to chant. That is a Veda Swara. Om Bhor. Now starting 108 times from now onwards. I am keeping the count. You don't worry about the counting. Just keep chant along with me. Start. Om Bhor Bhuvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. While chanting, remember Bhagavan Surya, his brightness and brilliance. Consider him as the God living and feel that your prayers are reaching him and that you are praying to him to give the Sat Buddhi, Sat Jnanam, so that our life is not suffered because of ignorance. That way. Start. Om Bhor Bhuvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhor Bhuvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhor Bhuvah Suvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ श्री सूर्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमः मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपालय परिपालय ज्ञानभक्त्यादि समस्त सत्साधनां देहि देहि विजयं देहि आध्यात्मिक उन्नतिम अनुभवं देहि व्यावहारिके धर्म निर्वहण शक्ति ज्ञानं देहि सर्वान् रक्ष रक्ष परिपालय परिपालय सनातन धर्मं रक्ष परिपालय परिपालय सर्वव्याप्तिं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. That's how today we have taken time to chant Gayatri Mantra for 108 times. Very auspicious. Listen. इतने बार करने का भी आइडिया है कि यू विल बी एबल टू चैंट इट विदाउट मिस्टेक्स. ओम भूर भुवः सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. यात्. These are all Vedic swaras. Thank you, friends. Two things you have done. Today's common sense thought. Very simple. What is it? Definitely we have committed lot of mistakes in our life, done lot of sins also, and therefore we were insulted by people, humiliated by people, we encountered failures, miseries, frustrations, not once or twice, many times it might have happened. गलतियां किए, सजा भुगते, दुखी हो गए, फ्रस्ट्रेट हुए, and because of various imperfections we might have done things wrong, right things in a wrong manner, because of which we might have failed also in life. Remember, if these things are remembered in our life, then we will always be in a mood of pessimism, negativity. Then all the existing inner abilities, etc., don't come out. Therefore, what is the common sense thought for the day is this one. Is it that only you are always frustrated, failure, and miserable? There were many occasions you did well. The many occasions you have achieved, you have succeeded. There are so many occasions you have done noble actions, good actions. Not that throughout the life we are bad. Even if you are a terrorist, still sometimes you might have done good things. Therefore, remembering those good performances, remembering those great achievements, remembering all those noble things which we have done in the past, oh, kam se kam bhi hoenge, never mind. Remembering them, bring into yourself that positivity, that optimism, that inspiration. So today's common sense thought is be positive, be optimistic, and be inspired by remembering all the good, great, grand, noble things you have done, by remembering all the perfect activities done because of which you were successful many times. In this way, always keep yourself in a positive, inspired, optimistic mood, not in the negative mood. Else what? Those things will bring negativities in us, all our failures we can achieve. With this positivity, then now I can achieve with this attitude. Set the goals for yourself and work towards that with all the means understood. Throughout the life, positive, optimistic, inspiration only we have to be. Never feel low about yourselves by thinking negative. Never be in that non-inspirational mood. Never be in that what is called pessimistic mood. Not necessary. Yeah, we have done wrong a lot. Like I have done so many times wrong things. People have punished me. I also suffered. I failed also. If I go on remembering, फिर मैं होगा ना वो क्या कहते हैं उसको, because of the low confidence, I'll go to that inferiority complexes. Then मैं फिर अपने आप को कोसूंगा, कहते रहूंगा मेरे से कुछ नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं होता, और होगा भी नहीं कुछ फिर such person के लिए. That doesn't mean we are justifying the bad things or negative things you have done. No, no, no. वो तो हमेशा उसका तो डांट फटकार मिलेगा ही. वही तो बता रहे हैं. I am saying good noble things which are done by you. successes achieved by you in the opportunity, remember them, and from that always be in that positive inspired mode of activity and dynamism. With that, conceiving the goals, go on working for it. Even while doing so, again some mistakes happen, you may fall, never mind, get up and move ahead. Never mind, get up and move ahead towards your goal. Never mind, get up and move ahead. This should be our attitude. That's called as the common sense thought for the day. You can add to that also the good qualities which you have, remember them, recollect them, and then use them for your particular goal chosen. In that way, be a dynamic person of optimism and positivity. Keep on working, keep on achieving. बड़े बड़े लोग भी इस दुनिया में कभी ना कभी गलती कर दी, होता है दुनिया में. डजंट मीन दैट यू हेट देम एंड ऑल. एंड कोई बात जो 50 साल पहले ठीक था, अब आकर वो ठीक नहीं होता. लेकिन साइंस ऑल्सो गोज ऑन डेवलपिंग. Even the theory of relativity also is questioned now. Science is continuously dynamically moving through. So too, what a Mahatma considered 100 years back might not be valid 50 years back. What was considered by him is not valid now. But what you plan today will be very useful. After 50 years, somebody will say, oh, logo inhone kiya, oh, theek nahi. And they rectify it. What goes on? When that itself is like that, what to talk about small little mistakes which we do? In to err is human, we go on doing. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि pessimist हो जाओ. Either we become pessimistic or we justify and continue the mistakes. Both are wrong. Don't justify and continue at the same time. Remember the positive things and achievements from that. Be optimistic and positive, and with inspiration, take up newer goals and keep on moving. And what are the details of the goals, etc.? I need not tell. It's not my subject. It's your own subject. ये आपका सब्जेक्ट है, इसके ऊपर ध्यान देकर समझना है कि क्या गोल बनाऊं मैं, कैसे अपने आप को इंस्पायर करके आगे बढ़ूं. Left to ourselves, we will only do mistake, fail and suffer. Remember that, become pessimistic and then again continue same stupidity. This is not a way of a person who's coming to Geetha classes regularly. You have to be positive, optimistic, inspirational, dynamic, taking goals in hands, go on doing with the inspiration gained from the earlier successes. Every success should inspire us. Rather, even the failure also should inspire. From both of them, be inspired and move ahead. That's the common sense thought. Now, in the same angle will be our Geetha shloka also from 5th chapter, the mantra number 15. It's in continuation of the 14 and 13 mantras. Okay. So, what we have seen in that? Mantra number 16 it is. Yeah. 16वां मंत्र में करना है आज, not 15. Did I make it 16 or 15? 15 नहीं, 16. I have to change it. Just I am taking the time to make it 16. Okay. So, beautiful discussion it is. It's not at all difficult to understand. In the 14th, Bhagavan said, Na kartrutvam, doership, na karmani, the actions I create, the Lord creates. He doesn't create. Therefore, na karma phala sanyogam, not the uniting of karma phala with the karta. It is not his work. Then why are we doing? Swabhavastu pravartate. It is your swabhava at the individual level, it is a maya at the total level. In the same way, na adatte kasachit papam, by mistake if you have done a sin and you give it to the God, he doesn't take it. So too, by doing the punya, you give it to him, he doesn't want that also. That's why the next shloka, na adatte kasachit papam, na chaiva sukritam vibho. Then why then punya papa? This is a spiritual thought I am sharing first. Why then the getting lost in the punya papa? Because you are ignorant about the self. Therefore, when you know the self, there is no ignorance, no need of doing punya papa to go to Swarga and Naraka. You are happy where you are. This is the sthiti of moksha. For that only the jnanam will be given, meditation will be given for spiritual seeker in the subsequent shlokas of this chapter and also the next chapter. For you and I also, the same thing. The Lord is there like Surya, today's Ratha Saptami, beautiful, to give us the light and heat. In that light of the Lord Surya daytime, doing good or doing bad is not his reason. He is not the cause for it. He is there, he is just giving his light. In that light, we do the mistakes with our ignorance. That's what ajnanena avrutam jnanam. Your knowledge is covered by your ignorance. Tena therefore muhyanti deluded jantavaha. We behave like jantu. Jantu means the one who is supposed to be educated. We are all Pashu or Jantu because we need, therefore, we must go for guidance and support of knowledge from the elders. Then only become Manushya from the divine. This is another topic. So, Tena Muhyanti Jantavaha. So, we are doing wrong things because of our own ignorance. To remove that ignorance with wisdom, then you will do right things and achieve success. That is what will be the meaning of next shloka. That's why the today's shloka of 16 is in continuation of this. Continuation of what? Ajnanena avrutam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha. For the spiritual seekers, the ignorance of the self created the world and created individuality. This individuality in the world, looking at the things, getting attracted or repulsed through the raga and dvesha, is all doing good or bad actions and getting the result of papa punya. That is what is for the spiritual seeker. For you and I, in our life's performances also, wherever we are suffering our failures, the reason is because of wrongdoing caused by our ignorance only. Therefore, you have no right to continue suffering ignorance. You all have the duty to gain the wisdom and enjoy. That's why we gave the topic, enjoy wisdom. Don't suffer the ignorance. So, it is your choice. That's the topic. Don't suffer ignorance, enjoy the wisdom, it's your choice. Many of us suffer ignorance. कोई भी चीज को ठीक तरह जानना नहीं चाहते हैं और उसी अज्ञान से कुछ करना लगते हैं और उसका परेशान में हमको दुख ही मिलता है. So this is of the two shlokas. In this third today's shloka 16th, therefore Bhagavan says, is what? Jnanena tu tad ajnanam yesham nashitam. Of that person whose ajnana is destroyed by the knowledge. Atmanaha means for the spiritual seeker, spiritual knowledge. Here for us, when we gain knowledge in our respective, whatever the fields, when it is done, what will happen? Tesham adityavad jnanam prakashayati tatparam means the theoretical knowledge for a spiritual seeker slowly reveals the self to him. For us also, the wisdom when we put effort and gain continuously supports us in not doing wrong things, always guiding us in doing the right things. That's the meaning of Tesham, to such wise person, Adityavat, like the Lord sun with its continuous brightness, brilliance, Jnanam, that gained knowledge, Prakashayati, illuminates that Param. Param for the spiritual seeker is Paramatma, Param for us is the higher and greater way of living the life with higher goals. अच्छे अच्छे लक्ष्यों को याद कराकर उसके प्रति हमें अग्रसर कराएगा हमारा ज्ञान जो हमने गुरुओं से पाया. Whether it is the, what I say, the technical knowledge, the professional knowledge, outer vyavahara knowledge, your own personality development knowledge, gain it from the right guidances and you will see how that knowledge is helping you, protecting you. That's what yesterday we also said, the most full thing is knowledge. That's how with the knowledge, a human being, a mahot, can even control the elephant which is powerful enough to kill 100 people at one go. I know a tiger ferocious also is tamed by the knowledge by a human being. See the power of knowledge of the human being, that he is going into cosmos, into various planets and all that also. Is so jnana ka hi dena hai na? Micro and macro level, all the results are jnanam. Therefore, respect jnanam. Try to learn jnanam. Update your jnanam every day. For us, the vyavaharika jnanam, vyaktitva vikasa jnanam, professional jnanam. And also the jnanam of values. In the vyavaharika jnanam, we can add how to deal with everybody and in every situation. For a spiritual seekers, the jnanam is about the ultimate goal or the truth and the means to reach to that and the qualifications to be gained. Usko aap paana. And that comes to us from the Guru. We already seen Tat Buddhaya. Sorry, that will be next shloka. In the 4th chapter, na Shraddhavan Lavate Jnanam Tat Prasamitendriyaha. Usse pehle we also saw the Jnana Mahima. Shreyan Dravyamayat Yajnat Jnana Yajnaha Parantava. Jnana Yajna is better, he said. And wo bhi Tat Vidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. Go to the Guru, surrender to him, do seva to him, and he gives chance. Ask a question for wisdom, he gives wisdom, use it, grow in life. In short, इतना कहने का सारा मतलब यही है Don't suffer ignorance and justify. As long as we are ignorant of whatever the field we have to be in, there we suffer. Therefore, gain the jnanam and enjoy the wisdom. Be a wise person. You are a human being, you are intellect. Given an intellect, it is so tremendous and powerful that any amount of jnana it can gain. There are gurus to teach us in different professions, spiritual or non-spiritual. There are textbooks for that, their shastra. उसको पढ़ के उसको ज्ञान को पाओ. The greatest of the purushartha of a human being is to keep on gaining his knowledge. And inner. Lazy mat hona uspe. Why do we become lazy in gaining knowledge is we are slaves of mind and its desires, senses and their attractions. We imagine iski jarurat nahi. But the problem, the point is what? With the jnana only, gained proper jnana only, even at the mind and sense level, we can live in such a manner that we don't suffer. And with that jnanam, set the higher goals. So, jnana is the highest purushartha. Jnana is the highest shakti. Therefore, keep on gaining adhyatmika jnana and your vyavaharika jnana. In that your jnanam, the vyaktitva vikasa, values, vyavahara, as well as your professional jnana. That's the meaning of this shloka. Now let's chant. Already I told you the meaning. Just once more I'll remind it for you. It should be enough for us. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच षोडशः श्लोकः 1 + 3 2 2 एवरीडे की तरह हम चैट करें. श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः येषां नाशितमात्मनः येषां नाशितमात्मनः येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं प्रकाशयति तत्परं प्रकाशयति तत्परं प्रकाशयति तत्परं. टुगेदर. श्रीभगवानुवाच ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं. वन्स् मोर्. श्रीभगवानुवाच ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषाम् आदित्यवत् ज्ञानं prakashayati tatparam. And how to gain that knowledge, tomorrow it will be told. There are very subtle techniques and tricks. You all have to be patient to listen every class. 4-5 बार, then catch the essence. एक बार like a cinema if सुनने से पल्ला नहीं पड़ेगा, वो दिमाग में नहीं जाएगा. You have to have patience. So for spiritual seekers, the analysis that why a person becomes a karta, takes the kartrutva and does the papa and punya karma for getting the phala of swarga and naraka. Why this whole samsara janjat? The answer is, earlier shloka it was said, ki ajnanena avrutam jnanam. His inner self is being hidden by his own ignorance of the self. There, because of which muhyanti, he is deluded. The delusion is what? I am an individual, the world is real. In that world there is sukha, in this vastu or vyakti. Therefore, I will do that karma to get that vastu or vyakti. This is called as muhyanti. So, because of the ignorance of self. Therefore, for such person, what is the answer? This is the shloka. What is to be done? Jnanena, with the jnana. What is the jnana? Atma jnana, Brahma jnana, Paramartha jnana, given in your Vedanta Shastras. Jnanena to tad ajnanam, your own ignorance, nashitam, when it is destroyed. ज्ञानेन तो तदज्ञानम येषाम, जिसने अपना ज्ञान को नाशितम, destroy कर दिया. The one with the knowledge of the self of the scriptures given by the teacher, the one who has destroyed his own ignorance. Means theoretically, ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम येषां नाशितमात्मनः, that theoretical knowledge will inspire him. तेषां आदित्यवत ज्ञानम, that theoretical knowledge spread brilliant like Surya Bhagavan. See, so today is Ratha Saptami. Here also Aditya ka example आया. Adityavat, like the sun illuminates all the world, his theoretical knowledge illuminates him. Two things. One, the lower things are worldly pursuits, and we understand that that's not worthy. Then the higher spiritual pursuit is kept in front of us. We are inspired by that. Like Bhagavan Surya ke Roshni ke Karana, you will know the road, you also know the side by side, the dirty canal. By this knowledge of the Surya Bhagavan ke Kanti se, you avoid falling into the ditch or canal and you are walking on the road. In the same way, from the Guru of the Shastra, when we gain theoretical knowledge about Paramatma, then after gaining that knowledge, we'll be able to discriminate between the pursuit of Paramatma called spiritual path and also pursuit of the worldliness. That worldliness will be like that of Nala, because that was the one because of which we were doing Punya Papa and going through Swarga Naraka. और उस समय ये पता नहीं था हमको, that's why we are doing it. Now we are given theoretical knowledge by the Guru from Shastra, then we ourselves will have a discrimination to see what is to be pursued. That is the meaning of Tesham Adityavat Jnanam Prakashayati Tat Param. Means that para, supreme goal, is really be convinced by us, for us. And we go in that path only. Never go into the path of worldliness. So in that path of spirituality, you go to the Guru, Tattva Jnanam, then Mananam, Chintanam, Dhyanam, which takes many lives, in which you transcend all the gross names and forms or the upadhis, you discover the self. This is how, for a spiritual seeker, go and get theoretical knowledge about the Paramatma, inspired by that, go for it only. Then you will not go for this thing which is binding you. By this all what Bhagavan is saying, I have kept the spiritual knowledge which indicates the ultimate goal. The world is also there in front of you. All powers are given to you. Freedom is given to you. So far with your wrong choice of freedom, by misusing your freedom with wrong choice, you only became karta, did karma, got the karma phala. Now take right choice of scriptural knowledge which talks about the self inside which is recognized through the meditation. Go for it. Then you reach it out. Why are you blaming me? मैं तो दोनों दे दिया मैंने तो कहा नहीं कि इसको ले लो, तो उसने नहीं किया, अब तुमने ही लिया, अब इसको छोड़कर उसको लेने का रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी तुम्हारा ही है. So that's the meaning for spiritual seekers, and for you and I also, as long as we are in the ignorance, along with it little arrogance. There's no end to our foolishness of doing all nonsense through body, mind, and speech. Get the consequence of kicks from the world. Therefore, हम लोग भी अपने ज्ञान से अपने अज्ञान को तो निकाल कर उस लाइट ऑफ नॉलेज में लेट अस लिव द लाइफ. Everywhere, again the same thing we are speaking from last 2-3 days. This is in connection of the earlier 2 shlokas. न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभु न कर्म फल संयोगम. Neither he makes us become a karta, nor he forces us to go do karma, nor he himself by his choice endows us with the result of karma. All that is because of your swabhava. Second, also when you do the papa with papa phala, punya and punya with punya phala, when you give them to me, I won't take them. You only have to go through them. Then in that case, why I am doing the mistakes? Because ajnanena avrutam jnanam. Then what to do? In this shloka, answer is given, jnanena tu tad ajnanam nashitam. Destroy that ajnana by your own jnanam. Then in the light of wisdom, you know what's right and that alone you will do. You will never suffer the consequence of dukkha. Clear? Suffer not the ignorance. Enjoy the wisdom. So now take one by one things. Let us start from the profession only. So whichever the profession we are, wherever the mistakes we do, we suffer. The boss will scold us. Ajnanena avrutam jnanam tena muhyanti. Then what to do to avoid that insult from the boss? Only by performing that action next time in a perfect manner. How do you do that? You replace the ignorance with the wisdom. Therefore, ask the same boss or somebody, gain the knowledge. In the light of knowledge, do the thing properly, then you don't suffer. Like a servant, newly appointed to your house. You ask her to make a sabji or dal or koi chai vai bana. She made so bad, you didn't like it. Why it has become so bad that because she doesn't know cook how to cook. That's called ajnanam. Then still the owner feels bad and says you have not done anything well. Then that lady or whoever should ask, oh Mataji or Ma'am Sahab, kaisa banana आप बताओ. Then this amma or whoever the owner should teach her. देखो चाय ऐसे किया जाता है ना, वो उबलाओ इतना मत कि चाय पत्ती जल जावे. चाय पत्ती को उबालना होता है, जलाना नहीं होता. जलने से जलने की बदबू आती है, टेस्ट नहीं होता. उसको उबलाने से उसका चाय का पत्ती का रस आता है, उसका टेस्ट हमको चाहिए. वो 2 तरीके होते हैं, एक दो पानी में चाय पत्ती डालकर उबाल के टाइम में उसपे फिर दूध डालना, दूसरा दूध को गर्म करके उसमें चाय पत्ती डालना. एक-एक का अलग टेस्ट होता है, उसमें फिर इतना दूध डालो, इतना पानी डालो, एक-एक बंदे को एक अलग-अलग टेस्ट होता है. मुझे चीनी सॉरी दूध कम चाय पत्ती ज़्यादा वाला चाय बस आई लाइक इट. और द अदर पर्सन लाइक्स मोर ऑफ द टी पाउडर, लेस ऑफ द मिल्क और मोर मिल्क, व्हाटएवर. So she should tell. Then this is the time when you have to add sugar or adrak. When she has that jnanam, no ajnanam anymore. Perfect बनाया तुमने, अब बनाते रहो daily. So to सब्जी की बात. तो which सब्जी needs how much oil, what salt? किसको उबालना पड़ता है, किसको सिर्फ वो फ्राई करना है. When she teaches, then whole life she will make a good food. I'm just giving an example. In the same way, we are pampering our own ignorance and we are suffering our life. We don't want to know. I told you about the profession. I told you about the cooking work. Cooking is one of the profession. So too in dealing with the people. Why people are hating us? Why they are leaving us and going? There is some wrong actions done out of our ignorance. What is that? Recognize it. Replace that ignorance with the right knowledge and behave according to that knowledge. Everybody will be around you if you want that goal. Is it not? Yesterday, why India lost the match? First to T20. Because the jnanena to the ajnanena avrutam jnanam. See, 5-6 overs should you not wait. First 3 wickets gone in the first 4 overs only. Kya jaldi hai even if it 177? When you can make 230, 240 also. On another day, you can make today also. But you could see their wrong shot selections. Ajnanena avrutam, they were out हो गए. And those people know Indian pitches are spin ball. They made 3 spinners. वो लोग इतने तगड़ा बोल करके चोक कर दिया. Now we have to learn for the second match. From this ignorance we have suffered jnanam. So you should win. They also do like that. This is how they lost the whole one day series. तो कैसे तरह इसको तो जीतना है. They rectified themselves. Interesting, na? I'm just giving example of sports so that you will be relating with it easily. Hockey also we lost to New Zealand. Yesterday we defeated in the women's under 19 the New Zealand team only and reached to the finals. Sports. Everywhere ajnanam. So too, why I suffer at the body level? Ajnanam. That what food to take, what exercise to do. I am not doing that. I am doing the opposite of it. Their fats are getting deposited everywhere. Inner equipment or the body का digestion system is suffering. बिकॉज स्पाइसी फूड ऐड करते हो, ऑयली फूड ऐड करते हो, जंक फूड डालते जाते हो. यार इतना उसको खपाते हो, बेचारा हो फिर थक ही जाएगा एक दिन. यू हैव टू रेस्पेक्ट योर बॉडी, you have to revere it, you have to protect it. In that you have to live for a long years, 100, achieving all your goals, and you are so careless about it. This is called jnanam. So to the mind, what a precious instrument भगवान gave us. एंड उसको इतना गंदा करके रख दी, किसी को भी दे देते हो मन, और वो लोग उसको इतना इतना क्या कहते हैं गंदा करके वापस करते आपको. It is my mind. How can I give it to you and allow you to spoil it? These are all very technical words. Huh? These all subjects will come in chapter 6 and 12. That time I'll talk to you exhaustively. I'm just giving an example that because of Ajnana we spoil our mind and we say, oh, I'm dull, I'm useless, all my mind is weakness, negativities are failed, I'm good for nothing. You only made out of your Ajnana. Now make it with Jnanam, positive, enjoy the life. Okay? Yeah? Whether it is professional, whether it is vyavahara, whether it is a personal, only because ajnana we do wrong things and suffer. Let us not suffer our ignorance. We always have choice to get the wisdom and be happy in life. So enjoy your wisdom, don't suffer your ignorance is the theme of this sloka 16 for us. When Bhagavan Krishna told us, Jnanena tu tadajnanam yesham nashitamatmanah tesham adityavat jnanam prakashayati tatparam. For the spiritual seekers, it is your ignorance of the possibility of the higher goal that you are choosing the lower goals which are giving sometimes sukha, sometimes dukkha. K3G, kabhi khushi, kabhi gum. Now go to Guru, study Shastra, know the ultimate goal, seek that, work for it, reach it, then there is no coming and going, you are eternally happy. For the spiritual seekers, that is the thought of this shloka. And today we also, because of Ratha Saptami, we have learned Gayatri Mantra, chanted 108 times. In that we are meditating on the great, bright, brilliant, resplendent tejas of Surya Bhagavan and asking him to do the prachodhanam of our intellect, means to make our intellect active. Activation कहते हैं ना, सेल फोन का जो सिम एक्टिवेट होता है और कोई ऐप कर तो एक्टिवेट होता है. So, oh Lord, the diluted intellect of mind, make it activated, make it be used for a positive way. Naham dhiya prachodayat. Let my buddhi be never sleeping and allowing the minds and senses to take over and act wrongly. My buddhi, with full wisdom gained from my gurus and shastras, should be always ready to guide the senses and body towards the positive goal, towards the chosen goal. This is the meaning of Nahadiyaha Prachodayatu. Before that, through this prayer, we are meditating on the Bhagavan Surya's stages, then we are asking. So Bhuvasvaha, the Vyahrutis in which Surya Bhagavan moves, Tat Savituhu Varenyam Bhargaha Devasya Dhimahi, of that Savita Devata, whose Shrestha Bharga or the light Dhimahi we are meditating on. And what are we asking him? Diyo Yaha, Diyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Yo means Yaha, that Lord, Naha, ours, Diya, Buddhist, Prachodayat, may he inspire our intellects, empower our intellects, make them expanded to embrace all the knowledge that is required to live a good life in the world and spiritually. That's the shloka we learned today. Om Bhor Bhuvassuvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Then the third thing we learned today in the common sense thought is, yes, we have done a lot of mistakes, failed, but then don't remember them and become pessimistic. On the other hand, you are good, you are noble, you did good works, you were successful also. From remembering those experiences, be positive, optimistic, and inspirational to take up goals and move ahead. Let your life as youngsters, every moment be full of dynamism and execution of the plans for the ultimate or any of the goals chosen. This is how 3 topics today. Thank you, friends. Tomorrow we'll meet with the next shloka. If that is the case, sir, how to gain the knowledge? Then, if a person gains the knowledge, how he behaves? These are the shlokas go on. The way of gaining knowledge, tomorrow it will be told. Tat buddhaya, tadatmana, tanishta, tatparayanaha, gacchantena apurtim, apunravatim, jnana nidhuta kalmashaha. 4 techniques are told. Then when such person knows the knowledge of the Lord, his behavior is Vidyavini Sampannim Brahmane Vastini, Shunitavashu Bhakisha Pandita Sundarshana. He will have the vision of Samatha. For us also, when we gain the knowledge in this manner, we always be balanced in our activities. There is no imbalance, there is no going to sidetracks. These all things we learn when we meet tomorrow. And Geetha is such a sublime, beautiful Shastra. It only we have to give respect, value, give time, use intellect, listen from our acharyas, do contemplation, then gain that knowledge throughout life. It's going to not only protect you, nurture you, nourish you, empower you, inspire you, and it keeps you on the great tracks of successes. Try, it is your choice. Thank you, all of you. Thank you all. Yeah, let's meet tomorrow. Taking leave now.